If you hold QNT of Quant Network and Overledger, or DAG of Constellation Network, this video is an absolute must-see, and I will be including all of these links in the top of this video description as you continue doing your own research. Without further ado, let's dive into DAG and QNT, the match made in heaven. What's up guys, Kevin Cage back with another cryptocurrency update. Just a quick video update on QNT and DAG. Both are tokens of their respective networks, and this video will be going off of the assumption that you're already familiar with these two projects. I will be linking the information in the top of the video description, and let's kick it off. So QNT, the token of Quant Network, you can learn more at quant.network. Focused on connecting the world's distributed ledgers for faster, more efficient growth. An internet of blockchains, an internet of all of these distributed ledgers, because blockchain really is just an umbrella term. If I had to choose just a handful of assets that were going to be here to stay in the years ahead in this nascent, volatile, uncertain cryptocurrency market, QNT and DAG would absolutely be included in that list. All about connectivity. As I said, blockchain's the umbrella term and is a subset of DLT, such as blockchain, DAG, funny enough, which we'll be reviewing, and Tempo. And Quant Network has this operating system, so to speak, called Overledger, which is a DLT gateway. And what does this offer? Well, essentially just allows interoperability across different systems, networks, and DLTs. Because if we keep hearing about this huge transfer of wealth that's coming, we need to have interoperability first. And in terms of interoperability, we need to ensure that it is 1, scalable, 2, extremely efficient, 3, fast, and 4, very secure. And of course we have Gilbert, the CEO of Quant. And this is not just anybody, this is a very big name in the blockchain space. I'd put him right next to David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple. And just like Ripple is on the ISO 222 standards body and part of the ISO family, well guess what? QNT is actually the founder of a new ISO standard, TC 307. They're deeply ingrained into the Euro system already. You can recognize his name on the Digital Pound Foundation. They're deeply ingrained with SIA and some of the largest tech providers in a variety of these platforms that I actively discuss when I discuss XRP, such as Target and Target 2 Securities. These platforms form the backbone of the European financial market. So SIA is working with Quant, Ripple, R3, very big organizations. An Overledger of Quant Network available to all of its 570 banks for SIA, and this is years ago. So use your imagination and imagine where we are today. Things are going live. And CNET right here has over 100 tier 1 banks, 44 stock exchanges, and is growing. And now I'd like to highlight DAG in the relationship with QNT, Constellation Network. So Constellation is an open source platform. And of course, referencing this paper, Quant Network, Constellation Network. And the contributors include Ben, the CEO of Constellation, and Gilbert, the CEO of Quant. Discussing cryptocurrency utility, DAG, and QNT. And this is back in 2019. And this is just a simple 8-page document, and I'll link this in the top of the video description. So Constellation Network, the website is constellationnetwork.io. This is an open source platform that you can use to create a blockchain, crypto, or a dApp. And if you do anything today, please just watch this video. This is mind-blowing. I love this video right on their homepage. This will give you the high-level facts that you need to know. Featured partners include the US Air Force, and other partners include Quant. So first and foremost, I would like to highlight this shared by Dagnum, an interesting article from the US Air Force. What's also interesting is the second point made in this letter, DAG in Hypergraph Transfer Protocol of Constellation Network. The objective of this memo is to support the development and potential benefits of implementing efforts of Constellation Network to build an integrated dashboard prototype providing the successful prevention of spoofing corruption of data streams for mission execution and planning, data and information sharing from a permission-based peer-to-peer private network. Point 2. The unique Constellation blockchain for big data technology has significant potential to help Air Force cybersecurity and the 618 Air Operations Center AOC with commercial partners mission transaction interactions verification by mitigating security risks of attack points like servers, cloud storage, and centrally hosted access control systems that are either exposed to hacking and/or spoofing activities. The foreseeable result would successfully thwart spoofing attacks from intercepting and replacing an existing data stream with a data stream from a hostile agent, or adds fraudulent information to the existing data stream. And if I'm reading like a weirdo, it's because the font is very small. Constellation's approach, mentioning this decentralized P2P network, has the potential to have a significant material impact to legacy and developing emerging data structures. And now I'd also like to highlight this point of Alpha Sigma purchasing DAG tokens from Constellation Network. Titled, Constellation is working with the United States Air Force in utilizing blockchain technology for big data cybersecurity. Very few organizations are going after this niche. And arguably, this is one of the most important. The United States Department of Defense is one of the biggest data contributors or data producers in the world. And of course, we're familiar with Constellation Network, and they use their distributed network called Hypergraph Transfer Protocol. And you may see this hashtag a lot, this HGTP, Hypergraph Transfer Protocol of Constellation Network, enabling fast, zero-trust, scalable solutions for enterprises and the US federal government, leveraging a DAG. And what is a DAG? Well, it's a directed acyclic graph. And I'm fascinated by this entire design because they really do just try to replicate nature. Everything in existence today is already highly evolved. So instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, they're taking what already exists from physical reality and applying it in this digital landscape for infinite scalability. So in the same article, I highlighted a few points that are key. Last year, Constellation signed a working contract with the United States Air Force. And the US Air Force produces 1.8 terabytes, I believe, of data every 60 seconds, so every single minute. For Constellation's work with the Department of Defense will provide a new standard. And here's a quote from a gentleman who is former US Secret Service supervisory agent and senior advisor at the Department of Homeland Security, and he commented in quotes, Constellation is one of the unique companies attempting to bridge the gap of real-world adoption for blockchain technologies in large enterprises with huge amounts of data and mission-critical applications. Quote from CEO and managing partner of Alpha Sigma that did in fact purchase DAG tokens. This is a while ago, so use your imagination on where we are today because Hypergraph Hour, they're making announcements and really starting to share what they've been working on. This company has been building for years. Constellation is setting up to be a market leader for big data cybersecurity. Big data, IoT, you name it. And then we have a final quote from Ben, CEO of Constellation, just really emphasizing the message of decentralization and propelling Constellation's vision forward to evolve existing blockchain protocols and ecosystems to integrate with real-world data management solutions and applications, as well as interoperability of blockchains. Sounds like a world where QNT and DAG can leverage one another. There's a lot of great people to follow in the DAG ecosystem as well as QNT, but one person I'd like to thank as well is Matthew here, my buddy from France. I encourage you to follow him, Matt, MATB3RG. A lot of people in the XRP community have used his infographics without giving him fair credit, so I just wanted to say thank you, sir. And also, thanks for sharing this. This is right on Constellation's website. What I don't understand is why almost no QNT maximalists talk about DAG. So clicking this, linked in the top of the video description, is this 8-page overview. A technical integration overview of Quant Network and Constellation, discussing Constellation and Hypergraph, as well as Quant Network and Overledger. The problem, rethinking the architecture for a secured Internet of Things. As we know, Quant has developed the world's first blockchain operating system, this OS called Overledger, which allows customers to connect to any supported blockchain with just 3 lines of code. Talk about simplicity. And while the world is going after coins that are talked about and shilled on TikTok and are complete gambles, my long-term holds will stick to assets with true utility and functionality and a working product today, like QNT and DAG. And here's a few of my other favorite assets that I consider long-term holds in this ecosystem. It will not just be one asset that wins, and these are just a few. I don't hold every asset that's gonna win. I don't know everything, I'm just one man. These are assets that I've researched and I really, really like and I feel comfortable holding for the long term. So there's no right way, just your way, guys. I don't know everything, just wanted to share. And then Constellation provides a secure communication protocol and a network called Hypergraph that is built to process and organize these data streams. So if you have the time and you're very tech savvy, I encourage you to read through this. It's only 8 pages. Nonetheless, this video is really meant to read a few of these stats right here and remind you that these two are in fact partners. Don't think this is going to be big? Well, listen to these numbers. The Internet of Things market is projected to be $1.6 trillion by 2025 alone, with nearly 28 billion devices coming online by 2022, which backs out to nearly 4 devices per person. At the time of writing, and this is back in 2019, guys. And they've been building. There were 2.5 quintillion bytes of data created every single day. And this stat by IBM says with 90% of the world's data being created in the last 2 years. In the current infrastructure, it's not built at all to remotely support the vision of a securely connected IoT and even AI-based world. So yes, I'm owning these tokens and own a piece of these protocols. And if these protocols are adopted by the masses and used in a variety of transactions, my understanding is thanks to these tokenomics, these strong token economics of these projects, that the value of the network will also improve and increase, which it allows it to do that much more and become even more secure. And also, bad data is currently costing the world $3 trillion a year. Oh, and I didn't even mention smart cities. Smart cities, autonomous vehicles, all this Internet of Things, or this IoT revolution, is going to change the game forever. So now you can better understand the utility behind QNT if you're curious, along with DAG. These are the big boy projects. And here's the DAG price chart next to QNT. Now, I did post this back in June, and interestingly enough, this is before DAG actually took off. And I know I went over this in a recent video, but I just want to showcase this yet again. As you can see, this left-handed side fractal did in fact match what I was looking at on the right-hand side, both on the daily. Doing a basic Fibonacci retracement, seeing that DAG did in fact retest its 2020 high. Notice that this structure was very similar with QNT, and I knew it was running up. And it's great to see that QNT has been on a run again, and supported by Coinbase, no surprise. And I anticipated that DAG was in fact following QNT to a certain degree with this type of algorithm. And little did we know, yes, we absolutely did, because we're around this level today. So very exciting, and of course you guys can go on CoinMarketCap, and you can see where these assets are available as well. It's just great to see the growth of QNT and DAG as well. So we have Quant Anthony sharing this, the Digital Pound Foundation. And coincidentally, we have Gilbert included. And of course, you guys can subscribe to Constellation Network and learn more. But anyways, guys, that's enough of me ranting. I hope you enjoyed. Links are in the top of the video description, and I will catch you in the next one.